All right, so lock, yeah. Seems like we lost connection, but back on. 1 second, y'all just bear with me. All right, look like we was experiencing some technical difficulties, but we back on, y'all. All right, so yeah, let's get it started. Brotherhood class, right? All right, so there's a few topics I'm gonna touch on. The first one I want to speak on is depression. All right, we're gonna touch on that. Do, 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 do. All right, give me 1 second. All right, getting me off in the shop.
Yes, sir.
All right,
A
all
little
right.
tight.
Most sign price. Long y'all be duh.
I still got the echo.
Still got the echo.
I don't know
Is
what
it
is.
something that you probably need to turn down, like another app or something? Is it something that you probably need to turn down? Yeah, just double check. If you have it on two devices or something. But let me know. All right, y'all. So in the meantime, get it rocking and rolling. Kind of press for time. Or probably just like turn off your speaker in the background. Probably.
Slacky, sir.
Kind. Probably just like turn off your speaker in the background. Probably.
Look like you got two YouTubes going. You got two YouTubes going. Look like you got two YouTubes going.
Okay. Do you got it pulled up? Do anybody else hear the echo when I speak? Let me know. I don't know. Anybody, let me know in the chat if y'all hear me clear or if y'all hear an echo or not. Let me know. Let me know. Can you hear the echo? Are you hearing two of me? You hear double? Um, let's see. Um, okay. Yeah, it should just be one. I don't know. Shalom, Lord Christ, truth.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
You can hear me good?
Shalom,
Shalom, Yabashkata. You can hear me clear? Or do you hear two of me?
Nah, sir. I can hear you clear.
Yeah, I'm not sure in the shot. Just try to double check to make sure you only playing on one device. If you have it both on the phone and the computer, you're gonna get an echo. Or if you're playing on a loudspeaker or another device, just make sure you try to see if you can get it running on one device. All right, so hopefully you can hop back in and let's get it started, right? Let's get Ecclesiasticus 30 and 21 Baba Kashab. All right, the water says. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on.
Like, so you say 30 and 21?
Khan Baba Kashab. All right, I want to touch on depression a little bit, especially with all that's going on the earth today. Or it could be in, all right, let's see. How about now, Austin the shop? How about
It's
now,
like,
Austin the shop?
oh, you still sound clear to me.
How about now, Austin the shop?
Oh, you still sound clear to me.
Oh man.
It's like,
Do you got two devices up in the shop? Nah. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. See if you can do it through your phone or something. Then I don't know. Probably try it that way. I'm not sure. All right. So yeah, let's get that Ecclesiasticus 30 and 21. Baba Kashai.
okay. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
Give not over thy mind to heaviness.
Give not your mind over to heaviness. Right? What does it mean when it's talking about heaviness?
So lucky.
Go ahead.
It's talking about like overthinking things. Like, like when you pondering on something, like hey, well, like whatever's going on in your life, like you just like focus on it, like depression, basically.
Right. Like overwhelming yourself. You know what I'm saying? And always constantly thinking about your burdens and all your mishaps and all your failures. Right? All these things you have to battle with in your mind, right? Because what you're gonna learn with this battle that it is 40% physical and 60% mental. I mean, the majority of this fight is going to be with your own self and with your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to give yourself unto heaviness, right? There's a few tips I'm going to give, right, on how to defeat depression, right? The first one being is seek counsel. That's the first thing you want to do. Don't hide it, right? Don't be ashamed, right? Don't be scared or nothing like that. Right? What you want to do is seek counsel. Call a brother, call the officer that's over your zone. You know what I'm saying? So that way he can set you up and get you right. Right? The second thing you want to do, right? You want to make sure that you keeping yourself busy in the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because with depression and thinking about all the heaviness, right? It can cause you to feel inaccomplished, right? Feeling down on yourself like you haven't accomplished anything. All right. And you start to think about all the failures that you may have done and what you could have done different. And then the next thing you know, everything around you just gets darker. Right. Everything around you just gets more and more down and sad. And you just thinking about everything that's going on wrong. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is try to find ways to make yourself feel more accomplished, right? Giving yourself a little bit of hope, giving yourself a little bit of self-esteem, right? There's many things that you can do, some that's, that goes according to your preference, but you want to make sure that you have to put in the effort. You know what I'm saying? You want to do at least something in order to feel the little sense of accomplishment, right? It can be little acts of kindness. It can be working out, something that you do where you can say in that day, right, this is what I got done. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that can help defeat that depression, right? Because with depression, it makes you feel selfish. It promotes selfishness. You know what I'm saying? To where all the problems that you got going on around you, your mind is focusing on me, 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 me right now, right? But what you want to do is the opposite of that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be focused on selflessness, being selfless, right? The happiness of others can help you bring happiness unto yourself as well, too. You know what I'm saying? Feel accomplished by doing what's right for others. You know what I'm saying? You can live with this depression and overcome it and live for others. So that way, you know what I'm saying, you ain't pushing yourself in a further hole and further into darkness to the point where you want to end up harming yourself or hurting yourself. Right? That is, a couple tips that you can take heed to. Right? Continue on.
Come on, come. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel,
Do not what?
and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel.
Right. Afflict not thyself in your own counsel. Right? Think about it's talking about the thoughts in your mind. Right? Depression can lead you to having suicidal thoughts, to being suicidal, right? If you don't get a grasp on it, you're gonna sink deeper and deeper into that darkness, right? And you got to understand those thoughts of harming yourself is not of the Lord, right? Don't think the problem is gonna go away as soon as you die, right? First of all, suicide is against the Most High, right? That's the first point. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord you're not gonna escape His judgment by harming yourself. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will still bring you back on this earth through reincarnation, and He'll still require judgment at your hand. All right. And the second thing is there is people that want you to live. You know what I'm saying? There is people that do care about you, right? Like I said in the previous classes, everybody's somebody's everything. You get what I'm saying? There is somebody out there that needs you to live, right? You are their stronghold. By you overcoming the problem that you got currently can help the next person overcome their problems as well, right? Because there's somebody out there that's going through the same thing that you're going through the same thing that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? And their hope lies within you and your strength and you overcoming whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Live for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Live for your loved ones, live for your family. You know what I'm saying? Find hope in the living because that's the God that we serve. We serve the God of the living, right? So you want to focus on that, all right? There's no worry, there's no nothing going on when you're dead. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody's worrying about you, nobody's thinking. Life goes on. You get what I'm saying? But when you're alive, you know what I'm saying, there is hope when you're alive. There is an opportunity for things to get right. All right, read on.
Find out what kind. Verse 22. The gladness of the heart is the life of man.
Right. The gladness of the heart is the life of man. You know what I'm saying? Your current circumstance can, feel unhappy with yourself. Right? You might not be in the position that you want to be, or this person broke your heart, this person left you, this and that, you lost your job, whatever the scenario may be. Right. Of course, seek counsel. Right. You're not alone. You know what I'm saying? But the gladness of the heart, right? This is what's going to help you want to continue to live. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, y'all was up. If you could just make sure you give them access, allow them access to, I don't know. Okay, I got you on here. All right. You know what I'm saying? You wanna not worry on your selflessness, on your selfishness, but worry more on selflessness. You know what I'm saying? Suicide is a very selfish act. It is very selfish. You know what I'm saying? To take away the life that people enjoy seeing, that people enjoy being around, that people enjoy talking to, all because you're not willing to seek help. You get what I'm saying? You want to make sure you seek help as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Right? Be more selfless. Do things that make people happy. You know what I'm saying? Small acts of kindness. Something as little as opening the door for somebody. Right? You'll feel more accomplished, right? You know they got a smile on their face because of you. Right? Somebody got a smile on their face because of you. You know what I'm saying? Doing those acts of kindness, doing more selflessness acts, and feeling more accomplished about yourself will help you boost you up throughout the day. Right? Read on.
Come. And the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days.
The what?
The joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days.
Right. This is something that you also got to understand about life too. Right? And life is not always going to be happy, joy, joy all the time. Right? But one thing that you do got to understand, when you are in the midst of hardship or in heaviness, remember that joy is a possibility. Right? Happiness is also a possibility. Right? Because at one point in your life, because being that in life itself, you get both good and bad, right? And before you got into that heaviness and before you got into that depression, at one point in your life, there was some area or time in your life where you did experience happiness, where you did experience joy, right? So you know that it does exist. You get what I'm saying? It is not the end all be all why you're in the midst of your heaviness, right? Happiness, joy does exist, right? To combat it, to fight against it, you know what I'm saying? Think more about the people that do love you, that do want to see you alive. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself to be more selfless, right? Read on.
Come. Love thy own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many,
Sorrow has done what?
killed many.
Sorrow has killed many, man. You know what I'm saying? Depression is a plague unto blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? And it happens because the hell that we under, man. Being in this oppression can push you to that point. Right? It could push you to that point. Right? But what you want to do is find solutions and ways to combat it. Right? The ISUPK, we provide solutions. We provide counsel. Right? We provide the help and the assistance that you may need in order to combat that. Right? If somebody Baba Kashak can find me the figures of on death by suicide amongst blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, or black people as well at that. Right? Somebody can find me the numbers on that. All right. You got to understand on how to combat the what's going on in your mind, right? All right, you can go continue on.
Kind of, okay. And there is no profit therein.
Mm-hmm.
Envy and wrath shorten the life.
Envy and what?
Wrath
Read on.
shorten the life.
It shortens the life. Envy and wrath shortens the life, right? Watching, today's society, that's all they push on TV. You know what I'm saying? Watching shows like Love and Hip Hop, right? And you wanting to mimic that, going on social media and watching people argue and watching people hate on each other, you want to mimic that, right? You always want to be in competition with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Always in anger, always mad. Well, guess what? That's gonna cause you to shorten your life, man. Right? You need to find your remedy. And I'm telling you, selflessness is that remedy. Doing acts of kindness for others is that remedy, right? It's a process. But the more you do it, the more you'll feel accomplished about yourself. All right? Read on.
Kind of, okay. And carefulness bringeth age before the time.
Right? What does it mean, carefulness? What is that talking about? Carefulness brings age before that time. What does that mean?
So, like,
Go ahead.
is it talking about being scared? Like, not necessarily scared, but like, like timid, or like how you would say, like, move like, uh moving with caution all the time, like afraid to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, I accept that answer. That's a good answer. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to give an answer as well in the shock, or
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say. So, like, just being, overcautious, scared to
Mhm.
do anything, scared to go out the house, scared to, go to the store, just, scared of, like, just overcautious, just, being careful, too damn careful that you can't even live. You know what I mean?
Con. I accept that answer as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all brothers is right. You know what I'm saying? Right? When you worry too much, worrying too much, making scenarios in your mind that haven't even happened yet. Right? Coming up with stories and all type of things that going through your head that you overthinking on. You know what I'm saying? Because you're caught up in the worry, right? You're excessive yourself with worry, right? You don't want to be that, because that can cause you and push you to depression, right? Once you serve the Most High and you fear the Most High, you ain't got to worry about much. You know what I'm saying? You have a nation that's behind you. You have brothers and sisters that's behind you that will help you get you the stuff that you need, help you and be with you through heaviness and be with you through your hard times and through your sad times. You know what I'm saying? And that will lift you up and get you right on your feet back again. Right? Worrying will push you to 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 further into depression. You know what I'm saying? And even in today's life, you know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Kind of, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, even the stuff that we go through and this present time and this present society that we in, man. You know what I'm saying? We are constantly, you know, pressed down with worries, right? On what we gonna eat, what we gonna wear. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta get this because this bill is done. I gotta do this because this bill is due. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And it can push you to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because without a nation, it's 10 times harder without a nation behind you. You know what I'm saying? With a nation behind you, you'll be able to overcome anything, man. You know what I'm saying? But you have to fight those battles in your mind. Those battles and those thoughts that you think that you're worthless, that you're nobody, that you're not important. You know what I'm saying? Do you know that God calls you the gold and the silver on this earth? You know what I'm saying? He sees you as his precious jewel, right? You do have value to your life. You know why? Because the blood that flows through your vein. As his chosen people, man, you are supposed to be ruling this earth. And your hope should be in if I do what's right, guess what? The Lord could get me out of this circumstance. What does scripture say? I'm paraphrasing. You think the Lord's arm is too short to reach out and help you? Nah, you know what I'm saying? He can help. No situation is too tough. Nothing in life should seem like, oh, this is it. This is nothing. Nah, there's nothing for the Lord to get you out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the same God that we serve that raised people from the dead. You get what I'm saying? You think he can't get you out of your hard times? You know what I'm saying? But you have to battle those thoughts that's telling you contrary. That's telling you the opposite. All right? Read on.
Kind of what kind. A cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet.
Read that one more time.
Slack it, sir.
Nah, you got
A
it.
cheerful and good heart will have a care of his meat and diet.
Now, why you think is mentioning food here and the diet? What does that have to do with depression and heaviness?
Like it.
Somebody said Salak. That was you also, y'all was up?
Kind of does.
All right, you got it, boy.
I was gonna say when people get depressed, they start stressing, you know what I'm saying, with irrational fear. They're just to try and create habits, food, you know what I'm saying, certain stuff in the brain that feel like you just mistreating your body.
Okay, I kind of heard a little bit of what you were saying. I don't know if y'all heard him clearly, but on my end, it was choppy a little bit. It was breaking up a bit. Y'all was able to hear him?
Sir.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if he's a connection also, y'all was up, but it was a little choppy. All right. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
Slack it, sir.
Go ahead.
Just like also y'all was saying, like when people are facing depression, they don't eat. Like they starve themselves of nutrients and of food because they're so in depth in their mind and their own thinking that their body don't even have the will to eat. Like their
Mm-hmm.
mind don't even have the strength to tell them, okay, well, you need to eat something because eating doesn't help them in their state of depression
Right.
in their
Con.
mind.
Right, Con. And right, I'm happy you said in their mind because that's real. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the battle starts. Right, Con. Yeah, both of y'all brothers right. You and Officer Yawasop is correct. You know what I'm saying? Like people deprive themselves of food when they're depressed. Or even if they do eat, guess how they eat? Majority of people that's depressed. When they do eat, they usually overindulge or eat something that they know they shouldn't be eating. Right? You ever seen where they depict people that's sad in shows and whatnot? They get big bucket of ice cream and sit down and get the munching on that ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Because that's supposed to be a depiction of sorrow or I'm sad right now. And they're not worried about their health. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody is depressed, they might not even want to eat or something like that. All right. The thing is, what you have to do, you have to be active. You have to be active. right? Being idle, like they say in the parable, uh, the being idle is the devil's playground. You know what I'm saying? You sitting around the house in that dark room while that sad music is playing, you know what I'm saying, is gonna further push you in depression, right? Putting that R&B on about being sad and all that, you know what I'm saying, is gonna further push you into depression, right? Whatever your mind is telling you to do, you want to do exact opposite of that. Now, there's nothing wrong with feeling sad. Sometimes you might feel sad. Sometimes you might feel down, right? It's a part of life. It's human nature, right? But you don't want to be excessive in your sorrow, right? Like the scriptures say, when somebody passes away, mourn them for what? 7 days? After 7 days, what did it say to do? Clean yourself up. Get something to eat. Eat. Clean yourself up. Be active. Get on the move. Time to go now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just sit in your sorrow and wallow in your pity all day, right? By setting the scenario of sadness, right? Dark room, the music in the background, the sad music, the bucket of ice cream, or you starving yourself. You don't want to do that, right? You want to do that. You want to create an atmosphere that's the opposite of that. Open up those blinds. You know what I'm saying? Put a better tune on, right? Do a couple push-ups. Boom, boom, boom. I guarantee you, after that workout, you know what I'm saying, or after actually eating, you will feel what? You will feel what after you eat? Eat something right and do a little bit of exercise. You'll feel what? Somebody said Salakia? I'll say y'all stop said better, which is true. But if you could use the word I was using in the class, if you know what I'm talking about, you will feel what?
I make sure.
Go ahead.
Trying to say you feel alive.
Which is true. Which is true. Which is true. What's the
Happy.
word? Happy. Happy is true. It is. It is true. It is. Yeah, you feel happy.
No.
We're going to say all this.
The
What
lucky,
up?
sir.
Go ahead.
Would you feel like more spirited?
Spirited, spirited. Okay, okay. Yes, it's true. It's true. It's true. But what's the word? The word is a specific word I'm looking for. You will feel what after you exercise, got the moving. Fulfilled is a good answer. You got to eat. You got up. You ate something.
Feel
Took a
strong?
shower. You will feel more what? Word. It said con eating by the last thing on the mind, and so it's binge eating. That's what we do, right? The water. I'll see y'all what's up. Accomplished. You know what I'm saying? You'll feel more accomplished. You'll feel like, you know what? I did something good for today. Right? You'll feel more accomplished, right? You want to think of it as simple as this. Remember when you was in middle school or grade school and elementary and all of that? Right? When you do something good, right, that the teacher told you to do, they reward you with something as simple as a golden star, right? Golden star on the board and all of that. You know what I'm saying? They understand this, right? That golden star does not do anything to your grade. It's just a golden star, right? But they add that star to do what? To boost morale, right? To promote yourself to doing more good, right? When you treat your body right, when you treat yourself right, it can boost your self-esteem. It boosts your morale. And you feel more accomplished to want to continue to do more good, right? If you're sitting around and being lazy all day, of course you're going to feel like crap. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like crap because you're just sitting around in the dark room, R&B in the background. You're just adding on to the sorrow, right? You want to help yourself by promoting more healthy habits, So that way you can feel more accomplished. And little by little, that sorrow will fade away. That depression will fade away. All right. Doing those certain type of acts, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Being selfless, right? Doing something that makes somebody else's day. You know what I'm saying? Doing something that makes somebody else happy. All right. That can make you feel accomplished. All right. Like I did a good deed for today. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that, little by little, will make that sorrow go away. You know what I'm saying? Because that depression promotes you to be selfish. And it promotes you to be so selfish that you'll think to yourself to take your life when really you're just being selfish. You know what I'm saying? God is the God of the living, and be concerned with life. With life, there is hope, right? Let's drop that. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 9, Baba Kashah.
Can you hear? Can you hear the class? Yes. Okay. If you want to read, just go ahead and grab the scripture. Use the mic.
All right. Get Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 4, Baba Kashah.
Okay.
All right, you go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 4. For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope.
All right, what does that mean? To him that is joined to all that is living, there is hope. What does that mean?
So like,
Go ahead.
like you said earlier, if you serving the Lord, you serving the Most High, He'll be able to bring you out of whatever situation you in. Like he's the God, he's the power of the living, not the dead.
All right. Exactly right, Warrior. Because once you're gone, that's that. All right. There's no other way to help you out because you're gone now. You get what I'm saying? And by you taking upon yourself to go away or take your life, guess what? That judgment is still not escaping from you. You get what I'm saying? So while you alive, right? While you're living, you may have that heaviness and you may have that sorrow and that depression is beating on you. As long as you're alive, there is hope for you to come out of that. But you have to be alive, though. You get what I'm saying? That's the catch. You got to be alive. You know what I'm saying? With you being alive, understand there is a chance for you to get right and to do better and be better. You get what I'm saying? Read on.
Kind. For a living dog is better than a dead lion.
Right. What does that mean? Living dog is better than a dead lion. What that mean?
You want to answer?
Try to give it a shot.
Just say Salakia.
Salakia, sir.
Khan, we got what you else in the shot.
We got Carvel, young man Carvel.
Okay. Most High Christ, big up. You want to give it a shot, Carvel?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, soldier.
I would say like a living dog would be like somebody who's awoke to the truth. The dead lion would be like someone who's like not in the truth or obeying the commandment.
Not quite. Let's see what I got here. I'll see y'all what's up. She said a dog might not If you could, y'all was you can write it in the regular chat so everybody can see your answer.
So
It
like you
said,
say,
let me read off to y'all real quick, and then I'll get to you, Wood. It says he said a dog might not be as powerful as a lion, but the dog is alive and it can actually make a difference. So no matter how amazing the lion could have been, it's not here. Right. Get a brother ahead. You know what I'm saying? Get a brother ahead. Go ahead, Trooper Canuck.
never mind, sir. That was a Tawab answer right there.
Con. Yep, that's the exact answer right there, man. You know what I'm saying? The lion is not as great as it once was. And think about it. If they both were alive, who would be greater than the other? Obviously, right? Obviously, the lion is, right? A lion is obviously greater, more stronger, more powerful, right? Have more agility than a dog does, right? But yet the dog is alive.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? The lion is not alive. So all his agility, all his strength, all his power, and all the hunting that he had, his pride, his cubs, guess what? It don't matter no more. It does not matter no more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? With life is where you'll find hope. That's
It's
where you
like,
find hope at, with life.
uh,
Right? As long as you living, guess what? You can still do something great on this earth.
right.
You can still be something great.
Uh,
All right. As long as you might not be that lion, but at least you got life
right.
to do something great. You know what I'm saying? You were gonna say something awesome to shot?
No, I mean, like what you're saying is so heavy, sir. Is you bringing it out, So, okay, we talk about a lion and a dog. Well, how about, okay, if you got, an NFL player, a basketball player, a
Mm-hmm.
politician, a black somebody in our family
Mm-hmm.
who's great and wonderful and strong in the earth, got power and money and everything. But if he's dead, you know what I mean? Like he can't do nothing for his people.
Mm-hmm.
But you might be, just another brother in the hood. But guess what? Your life is worth something. You can do something. You can make a difference. I don't care if it's just going to camp every week. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you can make a difference to your people. Okay, you
Damn
can,
right.
feed your kids, whatever it is that your life is worth something, and that's what you bringing out, sir. You depressed and this, that, and the third, thinking your life ain't worth nothing. As long as you're alive, your life is worth something, sir.
Damn right. Damn right. Get a brother ahead. You know what I'm saying? I could have said it best, man. You know what I'm saying? You put it so perfectly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like your life is worth something. You know what I'm saying? You have life in you. Guess what? You have the opportunity to change. You have the opportunity to grow. And guess what? You have opportunity to experience joy as well too. You have the opportunity to experience happiness, right? It only comes with you being alive.
Yes, sir.
That person that's dead, guess what? He can't experience happiness. He can't experience the joy of life and all of that stuff because he's dead. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he had during his lifetime, right? Like Austin Isupk said, the politicians and the ball players and all these rich people that's out here, right? You looking at your life and feeling depressed because you might not have what they had. You get what I'm saying? But as long as you serving the most high power, guess what? When the time comes, you know what I'm saying? When the time comes for that person to pass, guess what? You know that you have something a lot more valuable, right? You understand that you have something that's a lot more important than the stuff of this world. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with serving the most high, right? Being selfless, right, is a valuable trait to have. You know what I'm saying? Doing things that can help with your body by eating right, following the dietary laws. You know what I'm saying? Exercising, all of these things, man, is what's gonna help push away that depression. But you have to be alive to do so. You know what I'm saying? So let's continue on.
Kind. Verse 5. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything.
They don't know nothing. They in the ground 6 feet under. Right? Read on.
Neither have they any more reward.
Any more reward? What does that mean? The reward of what?
Mm.
Go ahead, the shot. The
The
reward.
reward of living, sir. You know,
God,
that's
my
what we're
goodness, get
doing.
the brother ahead. You know what I'm saying? Reward of living. Right?
Come.
You ain't doing nothing in that grave. What benefit are you in that grave?
Mhm.
You can't make babies. You can't do nothing. You can't go out with your friends. You can't do none of that stuff. Can't pick up the phone. You're in the grave. You're a corpse. That's all you are, stiff in the ground. But with life, you can do things. You can be active.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? You can do things while you're alive. You know what I'm
it's
saying? And
right.
that's the beauty of it, man. That's the God that we serve. The
It's right.
power that we serve, he wants you to have life. And this is one thing that most people don't want to admit to, right? But the reality of it is a person that has suicidal thoughts, right, may think of ways on how to act on it, right? Or do something or do something minor in order to actually act on that suicidal thought or something. But what people fail to realize that all you know is to live. That's all you know as a human being. And once you get to that point of death, right? You get to that point where this is it. 9 times out of 10, a good majority of people, all they're thinking about is living, right? That's when instinct kick in, human instincts kick in for you to try your best and strive to live at that particular moment, right? People that suicidal and they end up living after their suicide attempt, guess what they majority of the times guess how they act, how they respond to life. They're more thankful about life. I'm thankful for living. I try to kill myself, but it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? They end up changing their life and they want to seek help and do what's right now because guess what? Once you get to that point of death, all you can think about as a human being is being alive at that point. Because that's all you know. And for human nature and human instincts, you are to strive at that moment just so you can be alive. Right? You might drink that bleach, right, and feel sick, but you're gonna be like, damn, I should have never drunk. Damn, this shit hurt. Should have never drunk. The pain and all that stuff. Boom. You know what I'm saying? But that thought in your mind push you so far to actually pick up that bleach and drink it. You know what I'm saying? Or you standing at that bridge, you might jump off. You hit this pavement. You're not completely dead. You feel the pain. You're like, damn, I don't want to feel this pain. This shit hurt. It hurts. You know what I'm saying? And you're thinking about while you're feeling that pain is how can I become better? I want to be alive. I want to be healthy. I don't want to experience this pain. You know what I'm saying? But your thoughts and your mind have pushed you into that point. Because guess what? As a human being, all you do know is life. That's all you know. Don't nobody can tell you, come back from the dead and tell you what death is like. Nobody. Because once you're gone, you're gone. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it, man. It's that mental battle that you have to fight. You don't really want to die. Trust me. It's that mental battle, right? Read on.
Kind. For the memory of them is forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Also, their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished.
Right. All the matters of life. People you didn't get along with, people you did get along with. Persons you love, the people you hate, the things, the activities that you had to go through in life, your life experience, all of that is vanished. You're just gone off this earth, right? And the thing is, while you alive and you understand that you have one opportunity at this, why push yourself or promote yourself to be more depressed and to be more sad, or to have more envy and have more malice, and to be focused on the negativity and the hatred of this earth? Right? You sitting up and watching toxic relationships all day on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And you get sad when you go home, and, you know what I'm saying? And you try to mimic what you watch, right? And all your expression in your relationship is what you seen on that YouTube channel. Now you getting ready to bust your man the head open in a bottle with a bottle, you know what I'm saying, just because y'all don't agree on something. Right? You're filling yourself with negativity, man. And you wonder why your life is that way. Why you're not happy in your relationship. Why you're sad in life. You know what I'm saying? You want to promote yourself with good habits. You know what I'm saying? View things that, change your perspective on thinking. That gives you a better outlook on life. You know what I'm saying? Because all these things, they have effect on you. The stuff you watch, they have an effect on you. It plays on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Will promote more better habits then. Right? Read on.
Neither have they any more a portion forever in thing that is done under the sun.
Right. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Just go ahead, so
no, I was just about to read it over, sir. Salaki.
Kai, you go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You can read it over.
Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun.
Right. You ain't part of the living no more. So all the benefits that come with life, you can experience it. But while you alive, why not make the best out of it by serving the Most High, doing what's right? Because guess what? When you're dead, that beef that you had, you were so concerned about, and that show that you was so concerned about, guess what? It's not gonna matter. Even these people that you watching on these social media, guess what? Life is gonna go on as soon as they pass away. You know what I'm saying? You so concerned with this negativity, life will continue on.
So like you said,
Overwhelmed. Kai, I got you word real quick. I just
Okay,
want to bring out this one point. You overwhelming yourself with those thoughts. Those thoughts that's pressing you down, that's causing you to be depressed. Guess what? When you die, those things that you was worrying about and overwhelming yourself with, it's not going to matter. Because guess what? You're not going to be able to even think about it again. Because you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So why not, when you're alive, embrace the living, embrace wanting to live, embrace the good things, like serving the Most High, eating what's right, doing what's right, treating your brothers and sisters right, showing acts of kindness, being selfless. Because when you're gone, right? My fault, Austin Shot. Get down, Ward.
no, sir, it's Salakia. I just, if I may, just
Nah, get down. So.
So you know how a lot of these brothers and sisters, we've been lied to for so long and forever till they think, well, I'm going to kill myself because then I'm going to be in a better place.
Whew. Go ahead. Let them know, Officer Shot. Go ahead.
If you read what we're reading, and there is no other place than the earth. Under the sun is where you live. Okay, not in death. You don't live in death. You live only right here under the sun. Okay, it's called reincarnation. If you need to stick around a little longer and stay in class, and you'll learn everything you need to know about life. Just keep listening to Officer Tawashab. He'll get
man, listen,
right
bro.
Here. You bring
Most
it
High
out,
Christ, brother.
Right
I'm glad that you brought that out, man. That's such a heavy point. You know what I'm saying? You thinking about you pulling that trigger to your head, or drinking that bleach, or jumping off that bridge, that you're gonna go into some place in the clouds, dressed in all white, drinking wine all day with God. That's not how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's not reality. That's not according to God. That's not how it is. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come back on this earth, and God is gonna remember what you did in your past life, on how you took your life, and how you became so selfish and separated yourself from your loved ones and took your own life. God is gonna remember that. And when you come back on this earth, guess what? He's gonna require a judgment for what you did.
Mhm.
He's gonna require a judgment, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? You ain't even gonna even know why.
Mhm.
Because guess what? There is no remembrance of your past life. There's no remembrance of former things.
Mhm.
You come back as a whole new person. The person that you once was, the person that everybody loves at, the person that everybody sees and want to talk to, enjoy themselves with. You know what I'm saying? The person who you are, serving the Most High. When you die, you're no longer that person again. So all the people on earth that knew you as that person, that's all they're gonna know you as. You get what I'm saying?
Come.
So while you're alive as that person, make sure you're doing what's right. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself out of that depression, because that's the only life you have. That's the only life you have. You know what I'm saying? You want to focus on good things. Focus on being right, being more selfless. And you're going to feel more accomplished by doing it. All right, read on.
Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy,
Mm-hmm.
and drink thy wine with a merry heart. For the power now accepteth thy works.
Right. In order for God to accept your works, you got to do what? You got to do what? For God to accept your works.
Lucky, sir.
Go ahead, soldier.
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments. Damn right. Give the brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? Keep the commandments. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be miserable, right? The commandments are not grievous. You know what I'm saying? We've been given these law, statute, commandments, and guess what? It gives you even more life. You're eating right, so you're more active now. You're doing what's right. You ain't got to worry about trouble. You're not living an illegal life. You're not doing anything wrong against the Most High, so you know you straight. And with that in mind, guess what? You'll be able to sit back and relax, eat your bread. You know what I'm saying? Live joyfully. You know what I'm saying? Because you're alive and you know you're doing what's right. Drink your wine, get right, you know what I'm saying? Sip up, all of that, man. Because you know you're doing what's right. Because life is just as what it say, as vapor. Right? It's just like a mist. It's here, then it's gone. In this short period of time, man, do what's right. Push yourself to be better, and you will feel better about yourself. Right? Go ahead, read on.
Let thy garment, let thy garments be always white,
Mm-hmm.
and let thy head lack no ointment.
No ointment, right? What does that mean? Does that mean that you have to wear all white all the time? Triple Canuck, what that mean?
No, so you have to wear all black and get up in this body.
Get that brother.
Mhm.
Get that brother head. I like that answer. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if we wear all black, then what is this scripture talking about, right? If somebody were to come in there, or if a brother were to come into the truth and they wear all black, but they still should keep their garment white. What does that mean? That brother that's wearing all black should still keep his garment white.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
It means like damn, I just had it. It means like stay away from anything that'll cause you to go against the most high. Make sure your record is clean. Make sure your track record clean now that you done, you know, coming to serve the Lord. make sure you do everything you can to, you know what I'm saying, be on the right side of the Most High, be on the right side of the powers. That way, as we already were, as filthy rags, as the scriptures say, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying. We trying to get that. We trying to be clean as snow, white as snow.
Con, I like the answer. I'll take the answer. You know what I'm saying? That's a good answer. You know what I'm saying? But what does white represent? Right? When you read the scriptures.
Um, does it represent righteousness, like cleanliness?
Con. It does represent that. What else it represents?
It's like the brother said, cleanliness plus purity.
You said what? My fault. Where I couldn't
Pure,
really hear you.
Say it again.
being like pure, you know.
Con, being pure, right? Being pure, right? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Being clean, without no blemish, no spot, blameless, right? Let your garment be white, right? Keep your head filled with ointment, right? During the high holy days, that's what we do, right? When the service is done, and the Sabbath service or high holy days, pour the oil on our head and we say a prayer, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself close to the Most High. Cleave unto Him. You know what I'm saying? Because He is the power of all spirits, even that spirit of depression. Right? If you're not doing what the Lord tells you to do, guess what? I understand. The depression is going to come. But the thing is, you're not going to be able to have a solution for it. You know what I'm saying? With the Most High is where you find that solution. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm telling you tonight is part of that solution. Seek counsel. Right? And promote yourself to be more selfless. Right? Read on.
Kind. What's Salakia? And let that Salakia, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity.
Why does it say vanity? What vanity mean?
Kind
Go ahead.
of, sir. Vain, nothing.
Yeah, it's not really right. It's something that's vain, right? Life is pretty much vain because 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're gone. That's it. You're here one day, the next day you're gone. And all the things that you did while you was alive, you know what I'm saying, and worried about and stressed yourself about and push yourself to be depressed about, guess what? When you're dead, it's not gonna matter. It was just worthless. It was nothing. It was vain. So why not do what's right while you're alive? Why not promote yourself to be more happy by caring about the Lord's people, by caring about others, by caring about your family and your loved ones, like your wife and your children, your brothers, your sisters, brothers in the Isupk, people that actually care about you. You know what I'm saying? Live for them, at least. Live for them. Right? Read on.
Kind. Which he hath given thee under the sun all the days of thy vanity, for that is thy portion in this life.
Right. That is that portion in this life, man. Right? Make it count. Make it count, man. Hard times come and go, but make the good ones count for the right reasons, right? Read on.
Kind. And in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
Right. Under the sun. Like Austin the Shock said, man. You see how I keep on saying under the sun? right? You waiting to go to heaven and be with God after you die, or you waiting for some other fourth dimensional place. Guess what? You're only fooling yourself. All experiences only happen on earth. Joy, happiness, all of that happens here on earth while you are alive. Nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is the portion of life for you to experience it while you are alive. All right, read on.
Con, sir. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might.
Right. Whatever you find your hands to do, meaning your crafts, what you good at. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it don't even have to be a actual physical craft. It could be with your character, right? Some people's good with words. Some people's good with this, with charisma. They know whatever you good at. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? And do it with all your might. You know what I'm saying? Because your opportunity is now. While you alive, right? Do what's right. You know what I'm saying? Your acts of selfishness is not in vain. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You're helping somebody else, right? And their happiness should make you feel happy, right? Somebody else's smile should put a smile on your face. And the more acts you do, the more and more you feel better about yourself. I know I'm doing right while I'm alive. I know I'm making a difference while I'm alive. Do it with all your might. Whatever you're able to do to help somebody out, do it with all your might. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find yourself in a better place mentally, right? Read on.
Con. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
Guess what? Like we were just reiterating, when you die, that's that. That's that. There's no coming back from that death. So before you pull that trigger, before you drink that bleach, or jump off that bridge, or whatever that depression is pushing you to do, remember those that do love you, that are alive, and that need you to be alive with them. So they can experience life with you also. So they can be happy with you also. Think about the people that you're going to let down by doing this. You know what I'm saying? Don't become selfish in your depression, right? In your sadness that puts you to depression. Be more selfless and seek counsel, right? So with that, you can drop that. All right. I want to touch on another topic, unless any other points I wanted to bring out on that topic. We talk about depression.
Not a lot, sir.
All right. I want to talk about the color purple, right? Is it the color of God, right? Is it the color of God?
Mm.
Is it the color? Is it a majestic color? It's only used for the divine, right? Is it God's favorite color? All these things, I'm sure somebody heard. But I heard these before. That purple is God's favorite color, right? Let's get some true understanding of this color called purple, right? If somebody can look up for me, uh, how purple was made in ancient times. How purple was made in ancient times. If somebody can look that up for me, Baba Kasha. The color purple, right? You got people today that pushes the myth of the color purple as if it's the color of God, right? As if it's some majestic color that gives you some type of divine power when you wear it. Right? Color purple is just a color. Right? So we're gonna see and get the true understanding about this color. Right? The color purple. Did anybody find that?
So like you, sir. I have an article, but it looks a little lengthy. But I'll go ahead and start, and you can tell me to drop down if I need to or something.
Okay.
Okay, this is History Channel.
Okay.
The color purple ties to kings and queens date back to ancient world where it was prized for its bold hues and often reserved for the upper crust.
Right. So for the rich folks, right? Kings and queens, right? When you think of a king, you think of somebody that's wealthy. When you think of royalty, you think of somebody that got money. Right? Not everybody on this earth is a king or queen. Not everybody on this earth got money. You get what I'm saying? But for a king, right, he wants to dress himself in that purple. Of course, back then it looked nice to them. They liked it a lot. Boom, boom, boom. Right? But it's also a status symbol, right? Right? You can read on.
Khan. The Persian king Cyrus adopted a purple tunic as his royal uniform, and some Roman emperors forbid their citizens from wearing purple clothing under penalty of death.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? They make sure, like, nah, you can't look rich out here. You know what I'm saying? Wear that other color, right? Khan, that's exactly where I wanted to go to next, right? Do you see how it's made?
Uh,
The part of that article where it tells you how it's made?
it's like you, sir. Okay, I think I got something right here.
All right.
The reason for purple regal reputation came down to a simple cause, so like a case of supply and demand. So like for centuries, the purple dye trade was centered in the ancient phonetic city of Tyre and modern day Lebanon. It's like Lebanon. Tyre purple came from a Tyre purple came from a species of sea snail now known as Bolanus bardes, and it was so exceedingly rare that it became worth its weight in gold.
It was so what? Read that part one more time.
Khan. And it was so exceedingly rare.
It was what?
Exceedingly rare.
Rare. Right? Read on.
Khan. That it became worth its weight in gold.
Right. It became worth its weight in gold. Meaning they spent top dollars just to have a purple garment, right? A purple mantle, a purple shirt, because the tedious process it took in order to make it, right? They'll get these snails and use the mucus from these snails in order to dye the fabric purple, right? And it was a tedious process. They had to sit it out on the sun, mash the snails and all of that, mix it up right, stir it. It's a whole process they put into this, making this piece of fabric purple. And because the process took so long, they didn't just sell it for cheap, like any other color that you could have got. Could have got, beige, sackcloth, all of these other colors, because it's not that hard to make. So the purple was more hard to make, so that's why they sell it at a high price. And being that kings and queens and people of nobility and royalty are the only people that's wealthy at that time, guess what? They are the only ones that can afford it. Not because it's the color of God, not because it's some majestic color. It's because them niggas had money. You get what I'm saying? And that's equivalent to today, right? They got luxury brands that exist. T-shirts that cost $1,000, Balenciaga, Gucci, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, all these other, luxury brands and all of that stuff. The majority of people, you go in the hood today, you see people rocking that, you know what I'm saying? Because, I guess niggas want to look nice, but your priorities ain't straight. It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But majority of the people that you see wearing them are people that's rich. You know what I'm saying? That could afford these things. You get what I'm saying? Not because these fabrics come from God itself, because of the process in making these brands, right? Handcrafting these clothings and making the shirt and putting the right dye, putting the button this way and all of that stuff. So they price them at a high price. You know what I'm saying? And people are willing to pay top dollar because you know what it says about themselves? Not that God is with them. Not that, you know, I got some majestic power. You know what that tells them when they buy that clothing, the luxury brands, and back then when they bought that color purple? What they trying to tell the world?
Con.
Go ahead. Want to give it a shot? Anybody? What they trying to tell the world when they pay that money to get that purple?
Lucky, sir.
Go ahead.
They're like prestigious and rich.
Give the brother a hand. You know what I'm saying? You wearing that purple, right? It's not because it's the color of God. Not because it's not a symbol that God is with you, right? You're just trying to show that you're rich. That's all. That's the only reason why niggas wear Gucci belts. It's the only reason why niggas will spend $1,000 on some sneakers while living in the projects, right? They just want to look like they're rich. So in ancient time, you didn't have Fendi, you didn't have Louis Vuitton, you didn't have all Da Vinci, all of that stuff, but you did have purple, right? And the purple was the color that took a long time process to make, and they sold it at a high price, so only the rich could afford it, like kings and queens. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Nowhere in these scriptures you will find where it says that purple is God's favorite color. Nowhere. Right? But you will find the color purple. Now let's read, right, where the Bible does mention purple and who the type of people that's wearing it. Right? Let's get Revelation 17:4 real quick. Because you know the scriptures says God don't, you know, he don't favor the rich. I'm paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? The rich man is the one that's oppressive on this earth. God loves the poor, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get Revelation 17:4 real quick.
Con.
Go ahead. The brother want to read it here, sir.
Oh, okay. Carvel?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got it, word.
Revelation 17:4. And the woman was arrayed.
You have to speak up, Carvel.
Revelation 17, verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And the woman was arrayed in purple.
She was arrayed in what?
The women was arrayed in purple.
In purple. There you go, that color. All right. There goes that color purple. All right, read on.
And scarlet colors.
Mm-hmm.
And decked with gold.
With gold, purple and gold, the color of royalty, ain't it? Huh? Color of God. Right, read on.
And precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations.
Full of what?
Abominations.
Oh, hold on now. I thought it was the color of God. Why would somebody that has abominations be wearing purple? All right. This woman that is talking about is who? What is this woman that is talking about? Is it in up in the chapter? Who is this woman?
Go ahead.
It's likely, sir, would it be the oppressor, the government?
Okay, I mean, yeah, but you know, go ahead. God, you know, America. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Let these, these devils know, man. Yeah, it will be the oppressor's government, but you know, America. You know what I'm saying? In particular. You know what I'm saying? Because America is the richest nation on earth. So of course it's gonna be decked in purple when it's described in the Bible. But guess what? Guess what else goes on in America with all its wealth? Abominations, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because God don't favor the rich. Just because you look rich or have money, God is not going to just be automatically on your side. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with being rich. If you have admirations of getting money, no sweat. And I love to see my people shine. I love to see that. I love to see my people eat. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're doing it at the expense of your people and not willing to help out your brothers and sisters, guess what? Your money is worthless, man. You know what I'm saying? And God is not with you. All right? That color never was a representation of God. It's a color that represents the rich. And guess what? God is not with the rich. Because the rich don't give a damn about his people. The people that's wearing purple, they don't give a damn about God's people. You know what I'm saying? They only worrying about making a buck. They coming up with marketing ploys. You know what I'm saying? They coming up with ways to make a new dollar.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen people in nice fashion and nice luxury? They don't even want to stand next to you if you don't look like money. They'll tell it to your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, what the hell this nigga got on? Man, you don't get around me. I look like money. You know what I'm saying? And you wearing that purple, guess what? Your spirit is no different. You wearing that purple telling the rest of the poor that God don't give a damn about you. I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rich. I got this purple on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even stand next to me if you ain't got purple on. If you ain't rich. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That doesn't mean God is with you. Because even though you got that purple on, guess what? A lot of abominations is going on as well, too. Right? Let's drop that. Let me get Luke 16, Baba Kashab, and 9. Damn right. You know what I'm saying? Big up also y'all suck. Get that brother ahead. You know what I'm saying? If you do get rich, pay your 10%. You know what I'm saying? You hit the lottery, you get 10 million, $1 million, you better pay that 10%, man.
All
right? Go ahead, Soda.
Luke chapter 16, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of the.
My bad. Start me up some. What is it, verse 4? What it talks about the Luke 16. Yeah, start me at verse 1. My bad. It's verse 1. My bad. Mm-hmm.
Luke chapter 16, verse 1. And he said also to his disciples, there was a certain rich man which had a steward, and the same was accused unto him that he had wasted his goods. And he called him and said unto him, how is it that I hear this of thee? Give an account.
God, this is not. What is it? 16 or 19? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes, 19, sir.
19. There you go. My bad. God, go ahead. Get down, Soda.
Luke chapter 16, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple.
Which was what?
Clothed in purple and fine linen.
Clothed in purple and fine linen. All right, you would have thought this was a man of God just because he got purple on, huh? You know what I'm saying? But this was a rich man. And in his wealth, guess what? He ain't give a damn about the poor.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing this and reading the Bible and knowing that every time the word purple is brought up, majority of the time when it's brought up, is in correlation to something that's wicked or evil king or something like that. But yet you want to still take on that color as if it's the color of God. You know what I'm saying? You know it's in the scriptures. But how this purple cat did not give a damn about the poor. You know why you still do it? Because guess what? You're just like this rich cat. You're just like him. You don't give a damn about Trayvon Martin, Sandra Blair. All right? You willing to tell on the poor for a ransom. As long as the white man cut you a check, you'll tell on the poor. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only worried about riches. That's all you're worried about. Being money-hungry, wicked abominations claiming to be people of God. You know what I'm saying? And furthermore, that color purple is also on the rainbow flag. LGBTQ, right? Right? And that purple represents something on that flag. I forgot what it represents. I think it's proud or something, pride, to be happy or something like that. To be something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you still willing to take up that color. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? All this has a spiritual backing behind it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says Salaki. You know what I'm saying? It all has a spiritual being behind it. All right? You're not of God. You're not down with God. But you favor the rich. You care about being wealthy. You know what I'm saying? That's all you care about. And you only care about your own happiness and joy and your own lust. Just like the LGBTQ community. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Cut on concert. And fared sumptuously every day. Did I say that right?
God, yeah, you said it right, word.
Most High Christ.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, guess what? This is the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We get brothers from the street, you know what I'm saying, to turn them into scholars. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he was eating good. Eating good, man. Not worried about Lazarus and about the poor. All right? So that's all I want to touch on the color purple. It's not the color of God. It's not. You will not find nowhere in the Bible where God said that's his favorite color. It's only the color of the rich. Back in ancient times. Now you can go get a purple shirt at Walmart if you want to. Right? But back then it was hard to make, so only rich people could afford it. You know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody lie to you, right? So I'm going to drop that for time's sake. For the last one, what time is it, matter of fact?
So like it says 8:29.
8:29.
9:95.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, man. Big up to everybody that joined the live. Young man Carvel. Class will continue on the same channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can tune in. Hit the little bell button on there as well. You know what I'm saying? So with that, Israel, shalom, y'all.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom, y'all.